Earlier this year, a good friend of mine called me and recommended that I check out a couple different mics made by this gentleman in Australia. His company is called Dr. Alien Smith. Now, the mics Max told me to check out are two of them. One is the Dirt mic, and then we'll talk about that. The second one is called the Subkick. All right, so this is the Dirt mic. This is a modified Superlux D112, and it requires phantom power 48 volts to turn it on. And essentially what it has going on in it is it has a distortion pedal circuit. Underneath the mic there is a little pot or a little knobby goo, and you can turn that thing all the way up or you can turn it all the way down, and that essentially is distortion. It's built into the microphone, so as soon as you power this thing on, you've already got a little bit of grit on it. The second one is a very unique and cool looking Subkick mic, right? So this is the Subkick 01, and it's a speaker and a case, and you put it on the kick. Subkick, $122 US. Dirt mic, $163 US. So I'm going to set these mics up on drums. I'm going to play some drums and record them and see what these mics actually sound like. We'll take a peek at the multi-tracks, but then what we're going to do is I'm actually going to give you the multi-tracks. So there'll be a link down in the description so you can download the multi-tracks onto your computer and go through and solo the tracks yourself in your studio or at your house or on your speakers, or however you do that. You can do that and see for yourself, and let me know down in the comments what you think of the mics and what you would use them for. And then at the end of the video, I'm actually going to do a giveaway. There's going to be a little bit of a contest. And if you like giveaways, watch all the way to the end. So if that sounds good to you, do me a favor, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, hit subscribe, and then you guys can see more of these videos when they come out. These will be every other Thursday, and then eventually maybe even every Thursday. So yeah, let's go set these up and see how they sound. All right, so here's the thing. This Dirt mic turned all the way up is just makes playing more fun. So I've done a bunch of takes, but it's just like, it's crazy how much more fun it makes playing, and a lot easier to play in time, and just it's awesome. And so I'm gonna do this is all the way up. I like it all the way up the most. Impressions with tracking with the mic is I absolutely love it. At first, I had the gain dialed down a little bit, so I wasn't actually hearing too much of it. I think I heard a little bit of it when I was playing, but when I cranked the mic all the way up, the distortion on it all the way up, it was so fun. In fact, I just like overplayed. I just kept playing, doing takes because I had so much fun. I think because it's essentially just so much distortion or over compressed, you can hear every single thing, but it's not blowing your ears. So it's really fun to play with as a musician or a drummer when you can hear every single bit. And it also makes me play better in time and not hit the drum so hard, which I think a lot of you drummers need that, to stop hitting the drum so hard, but like be able to hear yourselves better so that you can like play more appropriately for the song. So this track is like basically kind of a lo-fi distorted synth something kind of feel. And it was really fun. You know, I used the Mini Moog and a couple of other instruments, the Arturia Wurlitzer, I think, and just made some cool sounds to play a beat to. And I think this kind of track sounds really great with a mic and a subkick, the dirt mic and subkick for something like this. So let's listen to it in context with the track, and then we'll break it down a little bit more, and we'll see what we think. All right, here's the track, and here's the drums. So my first thought is, God, that's cool. I've been trying to get something that does this forever. You know, like it sounds like just a crazy lo-fi distorted room or something. Like it's basically all mid-range, and it's like this, one dynamic. So when the rest of the mics, when I'm bringing down how I'm playing to a lower dynamic, that distortion and it's just like it's consistently sitting in there and filling in that space, which is very interesting and pleasing to my ears. Let's listen to it soloed. So this is just the dirt mic soloed with the subkick. All right, so the delay makes it sound really cool. Let me turn the delay off. I'm conflicted, man. Part of me says, wow, that sounds terrible. And the other part of me says, God, I really love that. Like, it's such a strange sensation when you think something is terrible and you just love it so much. Smash like if you agree. Let's listen to the drums without the dirt mic and the subkick and see what we think. Yeah, I mean, they sound clean. They sound nice. I think the kick drum mic is a little lower than I would typically have it. Punchy, and just sort of standard stuff. Sounds fine. But when you add in the subkick and that dirt mic, it makes everything so much more interesting. Now, obviously, this is something that I would definitely not use on every single song. I would for sure throw the mics up when I record drums, because if you have them and you have the inputs, why not, man? And especially one of the main takeaways that I got from this is like how interesting you can make your drums sound with that low of a cost. I mean, relative to a lot of the overhead mics, relative to some of the other mics you could get, like the dirt mic is affordable, and so is the subkick. So that's a great, easy way to step up your drum sound on a lower budget, which is cool. But even if, you have a high budget, it's still like a really cool thing to add in, which is awesome. Okay, and then I added this delay, which sort of substituting for what you would put like percussion, but it adds like a cool, just sort of swimming rhythm to it. And let's look at these tracks, because there is so much distortion going on here. If we flip over to the drums, I can hit this spill button and it will show me just the drum tracks. Okay, so I've got the kick in, nothing on it, going to the drum bus, the sub kick, There is probably like a little bit, I'm dipping a little bit on 814 and phase flipped. Snare, a little bit of a roll off, and I'm boosting some mids. And then the snare bottom, looks like I got the devil lock on there, and I'm just flipping phase. Toms are gated, probably have a little bit of roll off on the SSL strip. And then what's this? Hi-hat. Yep, roll off, boosting some mid range on that. I use the SM7 on the hi-hat, which is, I really love that. And my overheads is the R88, probably rolling off. Yep. And going through the Manly Varimu compressor, which is a killer compressor for whatever. It's so good. And then we have the dirt mic, which I have nothing happening, just the phase flipped on it. And that's on the, just above the kick drum pointed at the snare. And so we solo all that. It sounds really dope. Here's another thing that's happening. If I pull this out of spill mode, you can see I've got my drum bus. So all my drums are busing output straight to this, which has, EQ, Pro Q3, the Pultec doing its thing, and a virtual bus compressor from Slate Digital. Okay, and then what I'm doing is, this is a move, if you've seen my other videos, you're very familiar with this parallel compression with the decapitator. So I'm sending from the drum bus, the whole drum bus, to this decapitator, and then from that bus, I'm sending the decapitator distortion to the delay. So the delay that you're hearing with the drums is just the distortion send, and then I also have another. So this is like, obviously there's a lot of distortion on this, which is like super cool. Let's hear what it sounds like without the delay and the decapitator, just to show you how awesome the decapitator is. This is the drums, all the mics without any of that stuff. Honestly, it still sounds cool, but check this out with the, I'll add in the decapitator and then I'll add in the delay. And then we add in everything else. So this is basically nothing. This is just me jamming out by myself. A couple other things on the dirt mic. I think the dirt mic would be really fun to try on an amp, like a bass cab, or definitely on vocals, like some ad libs, or like to double something, to have that sort of distorted, it sounds like it's like a reamped vocal kind of sound. I would love to try something like that. So instead of just taking my word for it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually export the WAV files for this recording, and I'm going to put it down in the description. I'd be very interested to see what you think, if there's any producers or beat makers or songwriters at home, and you just like, maybe you would want to use this on something. Do it. Download this, make your own beat or track or song or whatever, and link it to me, whether it's down in the comments or if you want to jump over to Instagram and shoot me a link on a DM. Do that. All the links are in the description here. I want to see what you guys can do with it, and let me know, if you download the files, let me know what you guys think of these mics and this, like how it works together, and like some cool stuff that you would do with it. Because for me, man, I really, really dig how what this does to my drum recording. Because if you're like me, I'm recording drums in my house, in a room. Like, this is just a room in my house. So being able to get something that sounds this interesting and has the flexibility of this is awesome. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Also, big shout out to Dr. Alien Smith for providing me the mics. I'm going to go ahead and do a giveaway. I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess that I've hit 30,000 subscribers by the time you're seeing this. So to celebrate, courtesy of Dr. Alien Smith, who provided these mics, I'm going to do a giveaway to celebrate. Woo! I just ate By the way, I just ate so many quesadillas. I'm having a hard time, as I'm sure you can tell. So yeah, I think that's it. Check it out. Smash like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. If you make a track with this, great. Send it to me. If you just download them and you just check them out and you like it, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And I'm going to do a giveaway. I'll pick out a condom. I'll pick out a random comment from the comment section and do a giveaway. I'll send you the mics. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Dr. Alien Smith, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.